Okay, good evening, and welcome to another segment of All Things Cosmic. This is your hostess, Cosmic Empress Ikemba Royal Blue, and trying something a little different tonight. I'm actually recording this on the phone, and then I'm going to upload it. So, this won't necessarily be live tonight. It's always live, but I'm speaking of the recording now. Um, Last night we covered, we entered into the rezone, and I think the rezone is a place that we're going to spend a little bit more time in. I thought about just taking one of the words, like, for instance, recharge, and then just go into a discussion about that, about what entails recharging. How long has it been since you felt recharged? What got you away from that place? That sort of thing. I don't know what the first word would be, but this is what I'm thinking, that we need to spend some time in the rezone, because is going to help us to return to where we need to be. Also, I'm very excited about an intro that I've done for the show. I actually did this intro a while back and got sidetracked as always. When I looked at the date on the recording, I couldn't believe that that's the amount of time that has passed since I did that. As soon as I get to a computer, I'll find a way to upload it, and just if I can't use it every night, if I'll just upload it so that you can hear it. And either way, I'm gonna make sure that you get to hear it and give me your feedback on it. I'll probably leave a link tomorrow to my YouTube channel, which my YouTube channel is also All Things Cosmic. I think that's where it actually started. Yeah, so I'm going to take a few seconds just to pause. Silent meditation. I think that's something that I just normally do, just naturally do without even thinking about it. Just sending out a little energy for those that are not doing as well as we are. For those that are trying to find their way. And for those that have transitioned and have gone on before us and are now leading the way cosmically. Okay, I don't think there'll be a caller tonight, and not with a recording. I actually enjoyed saying, caller, are you there? And getting input and feedback, Today I was listening to this guy's channel. I don't even remember what his name was, but I think he had ice in his name. And he was talking about Wow. I just saw a star, a falling star. It fell pretty far. That was awesome. It was like green, white, and yellow. Okay, yeah. So the guy was talking about. He was talking about pedophiles and people that have been accused of rape and or rapists. I think he mainly started out talking about the subway man, subway guy who got exposed for doing things with young children. And as I listened to that segment, at first I wasn't going to listen to it because when I hear pedophile, rape, that kind of stuff, I just like, you know. But I listened to it, and I'm kind of glad that I did because he just basically talked about how he felt about that particular subject, and he went on to share some insight and shed some light on how you can identify some of these people, how they some of them just blend in, and how some people are so quick to accuse certain people while the guiltiest of the guilty gets a pass to do whatever they want to do on whatever levels. And usually in your face, it's not even hidden, it's so blatant the way that they do things. So by the time I get this show together, it'll be a segment for it'll be like ain't nobody got time for that segment. It'll be the rezone. It'll be something just raw. It will always be something cosmic. And we'll probably get to a point where we'll have tips and helpful hints for daily stuff and some of the challenges that we deal with on a regular basis. We'll talk about ways that we can just get through those as smoothly as possible and maintain our momentum and our focus. Anything that can enhance and uplift, and anything that could just contribute to reclaiming our energy. A little play on word there, but still just as significant, if not more so. Energy. Yeah. I think one of the things that a lot of us are guilty of, I can definitely speak for myself. In certain ways, people allow themselves to kind of like forget about their inner child. I remember one night I had a dream, and there was a little girl, and she was like on a hill, and I could just basically see like her shadow, her outline, her silhouette. I'm getting chills just remembering it. And I don't remember everything that happened, but I know when I had that dream, I got up and I called a friend of mine and I told them about it in great detail. And as I was telling the dream, I was like, oh my goodness, that was my inner child standing there, watching me, waiting for me to reconnect, in some ways beckoning. But really, I don't want want to say unable to help me with the reconnection, but it's just something I have to do on my own. It's like, okay, once I break through that, then okay, it's like we're activated again, reactivation. That inner child is very important. I can remember coloring. I can remember writing. I can remember just talking about things. I can remember playing and doing it in such a way that there were like no restrictions, no stifling set of rules. The only rule was it was something natural, and it was something that was just like inborn, something that you just knew instinctively. It was nothing that somebody had to drill into you and try to make you do. And we got along just fine that way. When me and my playmates would have disagreements, falling outs, fights, fusses, whatever, I'm not your friend no more, or, I don't want to play with you, or whatever it would be. That may last for the rest of the day, the afternoon. Even if it went into another day, it didn't last too long. Even when it was being said at the time, when there was the pout and the body language tensed and what have you, even still within that, it was still that thing that you knew it wasn't so serious. It wasn't anything. It wasn't laced with viciousness, and it just wasn't. It was just so innocent, so pure, so childlike. And this is why it's so important to reconnect with that. We have adopted a lot of things that don't really suit us along the way. Even though we were taught and trained and programmed to do these things in order to fit in and blend and into into the system and the society that we live in, these things really don't serve us. Definitely not on our spiritual level. And I can honestly say that if you can retain or regain that one aspect of yourself, so many other pieces would just automatically fall into place, just lay into place. It would just come together like magic. Okay, I think that's all the time we have for this session. It was my pleasure again. I look forward to doing this again real soon. Maybe as soon as the next 24 hours. In the meantime, let love color your world. And have a passionate day. This is Cosmic Empress Ikemba with All Things Cosmic. Keep your head up. Stay focused. Reclaim that energy.